Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. It's Sammy Sampi. I'm so happy to have you back. If you're not subscribed, I invite you to subscribe, and if you've been subscribed, I'm so thankful to have you here. And today we're going to review Lady Woolist Atlanta episode 8, which is going to be the last episode of the season. It starts with Kiana. She's with one of her sellers. So we see her walking to a house that is the house of her seller. She explained that he wants to sell his starter home and get a bigger and better home. He's explaining that that starter home is going to be sold. Also saying that the buyer and the seller are both represented by a firm, so that's a big deal for her. And we see the house. It's beautiful. It's, I believe, 5 bedroom, 4 bathroom, and it's around $879,000. And I'm like, girl, that is an expensive starter home right there, and that's a pretty big starter home. Then we see the buyer Cummings, who is also represented by a real estate agent under Kiana, and we have Tiffany, who is the closing agent on that contract coming in. We see both of them, which is always nice to see, and they're both selling the contract, and then they proceed to celebrate. And we see the buyer showing that Niger pistol with the money on it, and it's pretty funny and I love it. So yeah, congratulations to everybody, and congratulations to Kiana, that's going to get double commission on the seller side and on the buyer side. So that's pretty nice. I definitely would be celebrating this too. Next scene, we have Tiana and Kirak. They're catching up with each other at a wine tasting place. They haven't seen each other in a while, so they're catching up. And Kirak is telling Tiana that Crystal has been trying to get her to come and sign most of her client with her. And Tiana is looking a little like, girl, what's going on here? So Kirak is telling her that she's not that she's been trying to not sign with Tiffany anymore, but that the offer that Crystal made to her is a really nice offer. And now she's really interested, so she wants to go ahead and talk to Tiffany, I believe, to see maybe if Tiffany is willing to match that offer. And she wants advices from Tiana, and Tiana is telling her, listen, as a woman, when a man is trying to woo you, he does certain things. As a woman, you already know if the man is doing what he's doing, if he has an interest in you, if it's genuine, or if it's just, to get into your panties or whatever. So the same way, if she takes a step back, Kirak is going to be able to know what Crystal's true intentions are. And then they get to talk about the polyamory thing. So Kirak is telling Tiana that Crystal invited her to a party, and Tiana is like, what? What is that? What is that? And Kirak is explaining to her that what a polyamory party is. And, they talk about it. Tiana is not really for it, but but she's respectful about it. So yeah, they get to talk about it. Scene, we have Miss Robyn and Crystal going to the party. So if you remember from the previous episode, Robyn and Crystal had a discussion where Robyn wanted Crystal to talk to Tiffany and try to air their grievance, and Crystal agreed only to do it if Robyn accepted to come to her to a party. So the party is not really a party. It's really a way to meet some of Zane's friends that are living that type of lifestyle. And Zane is Crystal's ex-boyfriend that is inviting her to have a polyamory relationship with him. So the party is not really at the it's not a nighttime party at the club or else. It's like at the park basically. So they get to see Zane, and we see Zane, and he's happy to see Crystal. He's a handsome guy, and Robyn goes straight to the point, and she's asking, is your lady here? Crystal is a hilarious one, y'all. And Zane is like, no, she's not here. She's with her husband. I'm like, what? He's like, yeah, Saturdays are for her husband and her kids. So, no, she's not here today. And I'm like, okay. And then he's explaining that he's been in this situation with the lady for a year, and that he knows her husband, and her husband also has his own little situation on the side. And Robyn is like very curious about it. She introduced herself to the group, and start asking them questions, you know. And I love how, you know, she's being respectful of the group. She's asking questions, but she's being respectful of the group, which is nice. And the group seems to be very open to give her all the information that she needs. So we have a man there, and he's like, oh yeah, this is my wife here, and this is my girlfriend here, and another one is like, this is my husband here, and this is my girlfriend here. I'm like, okay, y'all, okay, I guess you're just a group of friends that fuck everybody, that fuck each other or something like that. But yeah, I mean, it seems to be working well for them, and they're really going deep, and they explain that they don't think that we're made to only be with one person, and they give you their point of view when it comes to monogamy. So it was good. I like the way that Robyn was able to get them to talk and to open up and just, you know, express themselves, because we're not all the same. And then in all the whole discussion, Robyn was joking and being her own self. And Crystal, are you okay with your new man for you to be in a polyamory with this man? And the guy Zane is like shocked. And I'm like, Zane, what are you shocked for? You're in a polyamorous. You should be used to it at this point. So Crystal take him aside, and she gets to tell him that she's talking to someone, and that man wants to be in a monogamous relationship. So the whole polyamory thing is not interested in. And yeah, and they get to talk and they come to an agreement. So yes, then it seems like Crystal is not going to be the one for you on this thing. Next, we have Crystal. She's back in her office, and she's about to have a weekly staff meeting with her staff. And during that staff meeting, they talk about the different thing on their agenda, and she talks about the Masquerade Party that she wants to have. She's making sure that all her contracts are in place, and telling us that the Masquerade Party is to say thank you to all of different partners, from real estate agents and brokers that she's been working with, just to say thanks to them. Next scene, we have Miss Kiana. She's in her office doing what she does best, and we have her handsome husband coming to pick her up for lunch. And as he's about to come pick her up for lunch, she get a phone call from a seller saying that the offer that she made for the ranch, if you remember on previous episode, for the family that was looking into that ranch for like around $500,000, the seller approved to sell the house for the price of $549,000 to the family. So Tiana is so excited about it, so she gets to call the lady architect and let her know that that they're going to be able to, that they have a soul, that the house is going to be hers. So they're celebrating and everything, and then we see her moving along and going on lunch with her husband. Next, we have the Masquerade Party. So the party is looking great. They have like a lot of people dancing, and there's a lot of like entertainment, and all the ladies are invited. We see Crystal wearing all black coming in, I think with a new man, to the party, and everything is great. The ladies are talking to each other, and Tiana is explaining that Kirak was not able to make it to the party because her dress had a sensor in it. Because of that, she feels like that was a sign that she didn't need to go. I didn't see Tiffany either, which I think makes sense, since the last time Tiffany got to talk to Crystal wasn't really a good look. So yeah, all the ladies are there, they're having fun. Then we see Crystal talking to her mom. Her mom is so proud of her, as she should. Robyn coming up with a little blondie wig, and Crystal is so shocked to see her, so surprised, and they're happy to see each other. And Robyn introduced herself to Crystal's mom. It is their first time meeting each other. They talk about their friendship, how much they love each other, how much they encourage each other, and all that. And I'm like, girl, if it's working for y'all, I'm happy for y'all. I still don't see what y'all see. I see that it could have been a great friendship, but since both of y'all are not willing to work on whatever makes it a hard friendship into my eyes, as long as it works your boat, we're happy for you all, ladies. And yeah, so they get to talk, and Crystal's mom is happy to meet Robyn, and everything is fine. The party continues. I mean, the party is great. I mean, Crystal, great job on the party. Then we have Crystal coming into the stage and basically giving awards. She gives an award to Robyn, and then she gives another one to Kiana, which are probably the two person that's been bringing a company the most success. So they're having a good time, and they're very happy. I like the whole award thing, because that's a great way to show your appreciation to someone by giving them an award for something. So I really like that. And we have the show credit. We have Miss Robyn walking and talking about the hardest thing for her was the dinner situation. She felt attacked by the lady about the whole trigger situation with Crystal, but she's saying that even though they wanted to attack me and they were all against me, I'm better than ever. And we're being told that she added 4 new agents to her boutique brokerage and that her friendship with Crystal is over. But I'm like, I wasn't definitely, it's not a surprise, right? And a part of me felt like, Robyn, don't go back on that situation because you were not totally a victim. So even though I understand how you feel, you were not totally a victim. You also were not really nice, but yeah. Then we have Tiffany explaining to us that she's out of the hole that she was in a depression, that she's working on herself. We see her playing with her family, her kids and her husband. And yeah, she's want to move on to be better and better. And in the credit is being told that she's working on opening a second law practice and that she's the spokesperson for like a mental health type of organization that help people with mental health, which is really nice. I'm happy for you, Tiffany. Congrats on that. Then we have Kiana. She's at home and she says that when she is alone, she often thinks about, is it really that she wants a child or she just wants a child because that's just what she should be wanting? And she's telling us that she's very thankful for the wonderful life that she lives. She has a handsome husband and a dog, and you know, if it's meant for her to have a baby, she's going to have a baby. It's being said in the credit that her husband and her are working on a second IVF attempt. I really hope it's going to work out for you, Kiana, and that she is adding new males broker to a female brokerage firm. So congratulations on that. Next, we have Miss Crystal. Miss Crystal saying that she has learned a lot during this season and she wants to be a better person. She's in a serious relationship and she's expanding her practice. Next, we have Miss Kirak. Miss Kirak is telling us that even though she lost her home, she found herself and that she's a better version of herself. And it's being told that she is in the last phase of the reconstruction of her house and that she is applying to get a real estate license in Florida. And I'm thinking, since Kiana is leaving the show and we're not 100% sure if there's going to be a next season, is Mrs. Kirak going to go into Selling Sunset or something? I'm just saying. But I thought she would be a great fit with the ladies at Selling Sunset though. But let me all know what y'all think. Then it ends with Miss Tiana. Miss Tiana is telling us she's better than ever. She's building a legacy for a family. She's doing what she's the best at. And we see her in the process of showing her house to a couple, just being a beautiful self. And I just wanted to say that out of this whole show, Tiana is one of the ladies that really took advantage in showing what she's capable of. She is one of the ladies that we've seen actively trying to sell houses and showing houses, and I just wanted to say that she really did represented herself in a way that really shows her work ethic. So congratulations on that to Miss Tiana. And that's it, everyone. That was my first show. I just finished reviewing my first season. Congratulations to me. I really enjoyed reviewing Lady Woolist Atlanta, and there's going to be a reunion next week, which I'm definitely going to also review. Now that this season is over, I hope that we're going to have a second season, but if we do not, in the meantime, I'm planning on reviewing Love and Marriage Huntsville. That I'm not going to review this show. This is what I'm going to be reviewing. So if you made it this far, I want to thank you all so much for your support so far. And I hope to see you all next week. And if you're not subscribed yet, I invite you to subscribe. And if you subscribe, thank you all so much for your support. See you next time. Bye.